once we get over there to remove the referral raid and refresh. You're welcome back here. Leave a lurk there, leave a lurk here. Here a lurk, there a lurk, everywhere a lurk. Old McJourney had a stream. EI feckin' O. Da, 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 da. FNG art. Things are going pretty well. I mean, wow, shit. Oh, we're back. Okay. We should alter that redeem to have a different face every time. How you doing, Freedom? It's as bad as ripping your dick off and throwing it at somebody. And then I'm just going to keep streaming and do it again and 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 again. Yes. Please tell me somebody's clipping this. Did I contribute to Godot? The answer is yes. If you can contribute to an open source project, even if it's documentation, documentation is immensely important, and especially in open source. And you don't have to be a developer to do documentation. I highly recommend if I am going to level with you here. My ears are filling up with sweat right now. Oh, no wonder. It's on backwards. Thank you, Freedom. Appreciate that. Avoid user. Staffin, go ahead. Stretch your legs out. Stretch everything that you need to stretch out. Here, I'll show you how the day is gone. Today's gone like this.
Does, we'll call .enter, and then we'll set current state to initial state.
Holy
and then
shit.
Next, we can start building out
But
our
let it,
separate states.
God damn
the
it.
first state I'll make is just idle.
Seriously?
Start by making a new script, and I'll just call this enemy idle. Instead of extending node, we'll instead extend state and set the class name to enemy idle. And inside of this state,
I just
we'll have
made the
two
goddamn
randomized
connection.
variables, which are move direction and wander time, and then a function to randomize those variables. And then when we enter the state, we'll just call that random function. And then the update function should
I just guess what? I'm gonna chase with the chainsaw. Yay! It's a fucking Hello, 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 hello. Welcome in, Fallen Learns. Welcome in, Corollas. Welcome in, everybody. Great to see you. Sorry, if I don't have the mic cable or the headphone cable on my mic just right, I get a really weird beep. And it's disgusting. Really. It's flat out disgusting. So, EP, you need a nap. You can take a nap. It's okay. So we're going to continue on this. On this unnecessary journey of combining two things that are mostly unrelated. Web development and game development. I mean, they're kind of related, maybe. Nice. Hopefully that pans out for you. I mean, phrasing, consultation on CV, and how to sell myself. Well, you know, I give no shame to anybody for what they decide to do for a living. But you do you, boo. So there are a couple things here. A few things that I'm really interested, a few things that I want to mess around with. Ooh, wait, hey, cool. Yeah, gotta do this. Yeah, this is bad. If it's this is completely unrelated, just something that I thought of a little bit ago. But all right, so I've got the modules in here. I've got the things. What I want to do is I want to figure out. So what I'm doing is, hold on, ddev start. Let's start up some ddev here. If it's not already. Yes, you're recreating. Come on, recreate. You can do it. You can do it. I have faith in you. Once it starts up, oh, fallen. You could just go to VS Code. You could just stop trying to be such a badass and do something easy. So here it doesn't look like much, but here's what we're doing right now. VS Code, yeah. As far as I know, I mean, what do you mean by support SSH? Because I used I've SSH'd in on VS Code several times to like Acquia and Pantheon and other hosting things. But I'm just being facetious. As I'm known to do. So this is what we're doing. For those of you who weren't here last night, or who just don't remember, we'll do the recap. Previously on JD Does Dev. Oh, right on, right on. Yeah, I've done similar to that where VS Code you can remote in and it'll install like a very, very lightweight version or something. Yeah, exactly. It has remote SSH extension. That's what I was getting at. Just you said it much better than I could. I appreciate that. So yeah, this recipe doesn't look like a lot of fun, does it? But this recipe, the data for it is actually being pulled from a website. It's a local website. It's running on my local machine right now, but it's a website, and I'm getting data from there. So I guess the next question is, what the fuck can we do with this? I mean, not the recipe. Obviously, we can make something. We can make deep Mediterranean quiche, but I'm not going to do that. Instead, what can we do using a content management system with a game engine? What kind of content could we keep in engine? And for that, I think what we should do, what I want to do, maybe not what we're gonna do. Those two are not necessarily mutually exclusive. I don't know. Words hard. I'm going to reinstall a brand new install of. Yes, Fallen. Thank you. Perfect. That's the thing. Now we just need that in like a badass TTS. Like the movie announcer guy. Previously on In a world where game engines and web CMSs are at odds with one another, one man can combine the two. So yes, we're doing a bit of both here. Let's see, DDev composer. No. Brush. Site install. Yeah, Carlos, that's kind of what I'm thinking. And I was thinking, a little bit more outside the box. I mean, I've got my presentation, quote unquote framework, but what if we were to create the content types within Drupal, make the slides in Drupal or the slide content, and then use Godot to pull that as it loads. And build out the content that way, and then all we need to know is how many slides there are. That might not work so well, because we'd still want it to come as an image in one way, shape, or form. Somehow to be able to make sure that we don't put things. Drupal can do WebSockets, mostly. I mean that would be a fun experiment to see, but I know Godot can for sure. I was kind of thinking, what if we were to put a game in content on Drupal, just using like an exported Wasm or web build, with all the Wasm shit. Put that in the content somehow, and then using Godot WebSockets within there, multiplayer, having like a multiplayer game happen somehow. We could also do things like leaderboards, where if people are playing, something with high scores, it phones home and it updates the leaderboard in real time. Also, Poop Fraud, don't know if you're here, but thank you for the follow. Happened when we were starting up, so thank you. I appreciate you. Hope you're having a good day. So I don't need this get attributes, but what I do want to do is we need to learn. Well, we're going to restart this. And then I'm going to see, do I have, there we go. Let's look at recipes cookbook. Let's look at some recipes here. So we've got quite a bit of stuff. Why, hello. Let's add this in. So, girls, the whole idea, and I showed this yesterday, is I pitched a talk to DrupalCon. Look at this ugly motherfucker. I pitched a talk to DrupalCon, and the whole thing is integrating Drupal with Godot for game development. Godrupal, maybe? Or Drudo? Drupaldo? Gadrupal? I don't know. I haven't come up with it. But, there are a few different ways that we could, connect it. Adding levels. Because I think it would be kind of fun if instead. So picture this. This is one of the things I was thinking about. Instead of needing to, if you're playing a game, instead of needing to do a Steam update or go through a marketplace or whatever to get a new level or to get new skin or something like that. What if the developer were able to just upload it to a website, a Drupal site, tag it as ready for release, and then when players start up the game, it pulls in the new skin. It pulls in a sprite sheet and makes it an option to play. Or say that we were doing like a trivia game, like a Jeopardy ripoff. Having all the content in a CMS and being able to regularly update it would be another thing to do. Other thing that I was thinking, completely outside the scope of game development, is more like mobile apps. I mean, they're not mobile game, but mobile app. And there are so many mobile apps that are built with a database content management system or something on the back end on a website somewhere that it accesses. And so Drupal can handle all those. The question with texture sprites models would be, you know, what can Godot pull over the HTTP client? Is it able to get binaries? Is it able to take those files and actually, you know, keep them locally in the correct way? And that's what we're gonna find out. I hope. So yeah, as I put it yesterday, I did the broad strokes first. I made the billboard, or I made the poster before making the movie. And we're going to. Oh, sorry, I didn't have music going, so I'm glad that I've been rather verbose in my vocality. But I'm thinking that even if it doesn't get accepted at DrupalCon, this is going to be next year's talk for me. Normally, I have a talk every year that I do, well, a couple talks that I can just pull out and do throughout the year at different events. And I'm thinking that this might be next year's talk for me. But let me get this. Let me do this. Let me do. Actually, there was something else I wanted to check here. This is unfortunate because, well, it saved it, but there's nothing there. Extensions. I want to add extensions in here for a profile, but it doesn't seem to allow me to do that. So I say to hell with you, profiles. To hell with you, I say. Instead, let's install that. What the hell is this? What this do? 15K? That's not bad. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that because I don't have it installed locally. Or I guess I could, but I don't want to. I'm a big fan of containerization. The less I have to have installed on my host machine, the better, as far as I'm concerned. Yes, Fallen, exactly. Container everything. So I don't like having PHP installed. I don't have PHP installed right now. See? No PHP. I think I do have Node installed. I definitely have Node installed, but that's because it's simple. Gross. Yeah, there actually is something in the docs that I was looking at. Let me find here. Specifically in HTTP request here. An example right here, example of loading and displaying an image. You know, load PNG from buffer. We might just have to see, you know, what we can do load from buffer. Or, you know, what we can do with the files. Gzipped. Odious. PHP is not installed, but I have it in the Docker container that I use for development. And that way, if I want to change my version of PHP very, very easily for a project that I'm working on, instead of going through the uninstall and changing everything around and all the pain in the ass and the bullshit and all the stuff. I just need to go into config. Look, that's it. All done. How you doing, Odious? It's good to see you. I wonder, is this going to mess up with the database? Not that I had anything on the no, database. Odious, it's going pretty good. We're trying to figure out what the next steps are. There, I'm behind, or I'm mixing it up a bit, right? Hold on, let me restart it again. So this, yeah, I was just showing that this content came from a Drupal site. So I did a HTTP request to Drupal, got a JSON object back. Well, we'll find out from buffer. We got these images, got those, got sound. Textures would probably be from yeah, WebP, GLTF. Just do, so we can do it with the GLTF there. Actually, what is this? Oh, it's a GLTF document thingy. INI scripting. No. Not anymore. No. IDDev brush. Let me just install those modules and DDev brush and there we go. Look at all that stuff. Look at all that stuff that it's adding in there. Now this is new. I wonder if this is new drush. I mean, this whole "do you want to continue" thing. It's kind of nice, right? It's really nice. Is Copilot not wanting to play nice with me? Carlos, yep, that appears to be it, just from a cursory glance. Yeah, this is troubling to me. So what? Oh, nope. We're just gonna reload the window really quick. Matt Bird's Quest. Angle of my interface? Well, thank you, I think. I like the angle of your face. AM over on YouTube, welcome in. Keep it up, don't give up. I never give. I always give up, but I never give up. Well, thank you, thank you. Ah, there. Oh, there we go, there we go. That was a goal. Although I think it's getting to be about time for an overhaul. You know what I mean. I've had this same setup for a couple, well, going on year and a half now. Get back over here. All right, and so now nothing's going to work because we, excuse me, because none of these are set up. Matt Birdquest. Odious, the effect or the filter in OBS is 3D effect. I think it's, you know, let's see, filters, yeah, 3D effect, which is, yeah, just called 3D effect. And right now what I'm working on is, well, realigning my windows and my chakras. Well, one of those. It's the windows. It's not the chakras. I don't even know if I have chakras. So what I'm working on right now, I'm working on a way to connect Drupal, the CMS, into hey Ryan, what's up? Into Godot, the game engine. So I am currently working on that. It is fun because I like to do stuff the wrong way. I like to break shit and see how it works. I like to, you know, just crack stuff open. But I think tonight is more on the Drupal side of things, because so in the most recent version of Drupal 11, or aka Drupal CMS, because we're going through a rebranding right now, we have recipes. Now recipes are, Ryan, you're studying Python? Right on. You could do a lot with Python. A lot. We're going to back out of the cookbook and we're going to see what Canopy has to say. So Canopy is a good company out of California. I know this guy. I know the Jim Birch, not just a Jim Birch, the Jim Birch. You know, Matt, sometimes you got to reinvent the wheel, because I like to just see how stuff works. And I like to see what we can do. And I 10%, yes, I 10% agree with that. I'd like to see how how we can get stuff together. So what recipes are in here? It's something that you can. Oh, yes, good point. Very, very, very fair point. So yeah, you interesting. Very interesting. I didn't realize that we have to do it that way. How old is this article? Is this thing? Come on, the Jim Birch. When did you write this? Um, Ryan, not quite. I mean, I'm. Matt, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. So not quite. Recipes are what used to be known as profile. Well, not really profiles or installation profiles or distributions. Recipes are composable um recipes for what you want your site to be or what you want to be included, and they can be applied to existing sites to change things. Modular setup. You can combine a bunch of them together. Uh, and like I said, composable. Combine multiple together. Uh, event registration. Also want commerce. You can put them together. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so if and what I'm thinking with this is that we need modules that are going to allow us to do, and this is mainly experimenting, because it's something that I at work I don't have a chance to really do because I'm using much older version of Drupal at work. But experimenting, maybe like Gradle. I'm not actually, I've heard of Gradle, but I don't what is Gradle for? Oh, Ryan, no, I don't think tutorials blocked in Twitch. It shouldn't be. I didn't get any auto modded stuff. Um, so I don't know that it's necessarily like Gradle. It's, I can't think of anything really like it. It's Twitch farted. Yes. So name and description can include 3 different keys. Install packages with the install, which are modules to be installed. All right. How old is this? How old is this? Okay. So we're not in phase 2. We're not in the UI, the UI part of it that's coming soon. So we apply the recipe. Drupal recipe, web recipe, same. Okay. Yeah, Ryan, I saw that. I'm sorry if I didn't respond to it. I apologize. Congratulations on making that game in Python. Okay. Yeah, I went to this. I was here. What the actual? Is it because of that? Is that why? No, this is bad UI. What the hell is going on here? Really? Really, this whole thing is an image? Annie, what is up? Welcome in. Good to see you. Now we'll stretch. Oh, congrats on being first. Way to go. Way to go. Very nice. I agree. It's there. The recipes do not like your site and can be safely phrased. Use a composer plugin, Drupal recipe unpack composer, which allows extraction of package dependencies into Drupal root composer unlock. Plugin installed. Okay, so it doesn't put the modules in there. It just says it would be nice if you have these modules. I am doing very well. We're doing some web dev / game dev together here and seeing if using one of these new features of Drupal. And I will admit that I'm doing something new because it's new and shiny and I want to learn how to use it. So yeah, pre-configured, and then there were other things in distributions. Now let's look. There are some built in. If I go here, now these are all things that are part of it, or different types of recipes. So it says to install these and install this configuration. That configuration is kept right here.
Hey, insert rating streamer's name here. Thank you for the raid. How did insert last activity here go? Now, let's rock. Raiders, 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 raiders,
Raiders, welcome in. Irad, how's your stream? How is everything going? How is life? How are you, Dario? How are you? For those of you coming in who don't know me, it would be kind of a shock, but I'm JD. I'm a web developer, primarily PHP, Drupal, things like that. When I'm streaming, I am learning. I bet he is. He's gone. He's gone for the human chinmy. I do. When I'm streaming, I'm learning game dev. I know I've been learning for over a year now, but I never stop learning and I never start getting good. So what we're doing tonight is I am playing with a way to, and we've already done this, but playing with being able to put content of various sorts on a Drupal site and use it within a Godot game. So right now I am going through and looking at some pre-configured things that we might be able to, pop in. Like here is this config, blah, 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 actions. Now what I'm curious about you may be asking why do this? And the answer is because reasons. What's standard? So what I'm looking at here, this is a standard, okay, type site. Now what is that? Type text format. So I wonder where the types are defined. So it'll install these, and it adds in these recipes. Okay, so these are all recipes that that exist within here. That can be used. And let's see. Let's try to apply a recipe real quick, okay? And folks, if you have any questions about what I'm doing, feel free to ask. I love having questions asked because well, for one, it means that people are paying attention to me, and I really like having people pay attention to me. For two, it gives me a chance to slow down and think about what I'm doing. So here, group hug, yay! All right, so let's go back to the browser here, and there were instructions on how to apply a recipe, because this is really like this is the new hotness. This is the big thing. There are a lot of AIO things. Right, since we don't have this, udev to do PHP, and it's not in there. It is in wrong cd web. Udev. There we go. Recipe name. Core recipes. Standard. Let's see. Core scripts, Drupal. Oh, Odious. I have it in my container. Bad. Okay, so what is... Damn it. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay, so what I think is happening here is all of the everything is going into the root regardless of where I run it from. So if I run this ddev php, I still have to add the web. Okay, so this seems to be a shortcoming of ddev. Now, if I were to go into and do it here, SP or Now it's going to apply. Okay, so it applied, and what it did with that, now if I do dev launch there, and we're going to get a website in about 3, 2, 1. So it added in a lot of new things here. No content, but it added in quite a few different modules. Oh, shit. Hold on. Forgot to clear the cache, because you got to clear the cache. Cache rules everything around me. It's just like Wu-Tang said. Dollar dollar bill, y'all. Dollar dollar bill. So it added in views, it added in a lot of different things. So once there's a recipe UI, then it's going to be a lot easier to do something like take the existing stuff that you have and save it into a recipe and create a specialized one. I'm sure there are things like with what I want it to do. Let's go back here and let's take a look at what all that one installed. Now, the nice thing is, okay, so it gave the block type, it gave the picture. Oh yeah, Ryan, and you've been subbed for quite a while, so. Yeah, it gives all the contextual, the config. Yeah, great. Put all this stuff, put on all these things. Wonderful. Now the nice thing is if I want to add something on top of it that isn't one of these, say I want to do a local video media type for self-hosted video files. Odious, damn. Oh, I'm not following my channel. What a jerk. Okay, so we got that. Outstanding. I love this. But we need content. We need devel. Dev brush in. Brush in. Did I JSON API? Is all this enabled? Or none. Live 40. I mean, you type however you type. To each their own. I'm not gonna shame anybody for the way people do things. Okay, so cool. There's a JSON schema. What? That is cool. Cool. I don't know if it's uncommon. I don't generally go around asking people how they type. So I mean, if we were on Family Feud, I don't know if it would be a top answer on how many fingers people type with. Survey says they asked 90 or 100 people at random what their thoughts were. But Steve Harvey might have a field day with the way that it's answered by the contestants. Sure. How many fingers do you use to type? Boop, boop, boop. All of them. Okay, so got Drupal. Yeah, Steve Harvey just has to have a double lapel or double-breasted jacket. And everything's done. All right. Back to this. So I've got articles, body comments, image tags. Wonderful. So I'm going to generate some dummy content really quick. Boo. Gonna do interesting. All right. So now that I did that, I should be able to go to content. We're gonna have 50 random things here. Outstanding. Got image, got that, got this shit. Oh, what kind of image do we have here? We've got WebP. WebP. Chem Grabs, welcome in! Good to see you, my friend. Ahoy. Let's see, system, basic settings. Where's it getting? Okay. Maybe I should change that as part of my startup. But regardless, Drupal and Godot. Because someone had to do it. Okay, so we're gonna have to think of what we can put in here. Now let's think of what kind of game, and I'm crowdsourcing this. I am putting the work in your hands. Let's brainstorm this together. Why is my frame rate dropping again? Folks, you want to help me out? Really want to help me out? I could use a new motherboard. I could use a new processor, and I could use a new GPU. So, basically an entire computer. Although with the stuff that I have, I could probably get a computer with really like a bare bones with the good stuff, those three good things for a decent price, and then just shift everything I have over into there. Let's see. Do that. Did somebody say MacBook? That's not counting the one that I have right here and in my backpack and in the other room, and the two Mac Minis I have. Then we could talk about pie. You want to talk about pie? Let's talk about pie. Got so much pie. Here's a pie. There's a pie everywhere. Pie, pie. Can't really see it though. It's kind of see-through. Like, trust me, it is pie. Ooh, what do we got here? They come in handy. Typos imminent. What's up, Brian? Okay, quadruple ideas. And let's go. Yes, I did say pie. Pie. Pie good. Why is Chat Guess Games? Where is Chat Guess Games? I'm barred? I know. I'm trying to figure out. Why that one is hold on. Damn it. Do we have to let's just exit Steam altogether? Oh, okay. Odious, not quite. It is a it's a game with a transparent transparent background that we played on break, made by a friend of the stream, Lynch Makes Games. But for some reason that one got locked up and like became invisible. Except for the bar in front of my face. I want to get it started up, and during the break, that's coming up in about 11 seconds from now, I want you all to think about what can we do? Oh, awaiting request. Hold on. Accept. I got crabs in my friend list. There's a bar. I can hide away from it. Close that down. Yes, I've got Brotato. And CGG auto. See, this is what we got. Yeah, I never lost a game. Well, I've lost plenty of games, but I've never, flat out said, I don't want this game anymore. Get rid of it. Be gone. All right. Ads are starting up. I will be back in 3 minutes. I'll see you very soon. And think of an idea for what we can do with quadruple. every goddamn time. And I was just looking at it right before I pushed the button. Looking at it again. I'm not going to forget this time. I'm not going to forget this time. I'm not going to forget. I forgot. Even though I was looking right at it. You know what? I should do something. I should put something in StreamerBot so that when I change scenes, it automatically unmutes. When I go from BRB to this one. Yeah, I should do that. Probably not going to. So Ryan, JavaScript is simple, or not simple, but the evolution of JavaScript is very, very interesting. Initially, it wasn't really around in the 80s. So what there were in the early days of the internet, we're talking Web 1.0. There were things called Java applets, which were really small little applications that you embed in a website and hope that one of the 5 or 6 browsers that were out there would run it. And they were stupid things like having little marquee in the bottom banner bar, which I had a ton. Yeah, Netscape was one. Mozilla, not Firefox, like Squirrel something. Yeah, Netscape Navigator. I miss the fish cam. But then some developers and some developers got together and were like, you know what? Java is too damn heavy for something small like this. Let's make a new language and call it JavaScript. So it has roots in Java, in the sense that Java was too heavy for what they were using it for, so they chose a new one. And so JavaScript was born to do that with, and all that it was built for was to manipulate the document object model, the DOM, and do things like that. And since then, it's evolved quite a bit. And with the advent of Node and things like that for using JavaScript on the back end, that compile or transpile.
Gal, damn it, you're a blessing and a miracle worker, JD.
Oh yeah, Odious. This was like way back. We're talking Space Jam. Welcome in, Tommy. Good to see you. Thank you for the Texas feeds, the TTS. Let's see. And people just found it more and more powerful, and then they built that beautiful marquee tag. So my thing, one of the first sites that I coded, that I built, Netscape, no, here, I'll see if we can find it. Oh, that's teeny. Open image in new tab. Here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna zoom in here real quick. All right, so this little bar here, you could access. I don't remember how it was accessed, but one of the first pages that had any form of interactivity that I made, and nobody visited it. It was just me trying to learn HTML and shit when I was younger, much younger, because it was on Netscape. Had a pop-up that said enter your name, and if you entered your name, it saved the text, and then it had a marquee that went around just right across here that said welcome in your name, and it just kept going and going and going and going and going and going. And it was interactive because you had your name, but I didn't save it to a cookie, so every time you refreshed, same thing. It popped up, and And then anybody. Whoa, shit. See what happens here. Let's see. Drop in now. Everybody drop in. See if you can get in on this. Whoa, look at that jump. Drop, 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 drop. Go iframes. Yeah, Captain Crab, take some of my momentum here. Let's see if I can get another good jump here. Another good jump coming up. Come on. Yes, yes. Back up there. Oh, oh. Nice, nice. Captain Crab's got it. Captain Crab's got the speed. Is it going to be enough to take out anybody? I bet you're going to get a big jump. Yes. Boom on Odious. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Knocked Odious to 96. Holy shit. Odious, you need to say thank you, Captain Crabs. Thanks, Captain Crabs. And another jump. Whoa, whoa. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. I'm going to seal your momentum. What are you ever? I think you're so. Oh, wow. Okay. At least you made it in the pool. Nicely done. GG's all. Hypnotic. Welcome in. Welcome in. So, and anybody who's ever done any web development or web design, and wants to see something amazing, I present to you Ling's Cars. That's right, Ling's Cars. And you know what? You know what? This site is so well known because of the design, right? But it's one of those things where it's like so gaudy and so ugly that you love it and that everybody knows about it. I mean, it's UK. They did, nice of them, before it used to have some music playing, like immediately, just boom, sound, and it was Ling singing, or not actually singing, but lip syncing, and it's hilarious. First time you've heard of this? Oh man, when I was getting into like professional web dev, I did a lot of front end stuff, and I talked to a lot of front end people, and this was kind of the site where, like, don't let this happen to you. But on the other hand, let this happen to you because everybody knows about it because of it. Oh God. What do we have here? Right. This isn't at all possibly problematic.
Then I saw her now I'm believer, not a train. I've done my mind. I'm in love. I believe.
Really, I love this site. Movies? Wait. My That's so fucking loud. And that's what it used to be like. That's give it the old mute site. Sorry, Ling. Yes, I love Ling's Cars. Just an example of, you know what? Even ugly shit can work if it's memorable. Here I am, some random dude from near Chicago in the US, like looking up a car leasing site in the UK. And you know, even more so, it's probably got more views and more interaction than anything any of us are ever going to put out there. Whether it be game, website, an app, whatever. It's got getting more action. Okay, so platformer here. So maybe save sprite sheets in CMS. Doko, what's up? Yeah, I'm feeling it tonight. So I mean, usually I go for at least 2 hours on weeknights. Munglo, welcome in. But it's really good to see you, Doko. Hope you're doing well. Ryan, you taking off? It's good to see you. Take care. And folks, don't forget Saturday. What was Google Find for? And if this Google Find by the EU. $2 trillion billion rubles by why what yeah, good luck collecting that. What, seriously, what? Wow. A Russian court has ordered that is a lot of zeros. I thought you were like misspelling with the decillion or decillion, however the hell you pronounce it. You know, it'd be even more impressive if they got fined at Google. Um, if they at that point they're just making up numbers, and I mean, what are they going to? What are they really going to do? Um, but I think, you know, if there were a comedy factor, it would be 10 to the 100th power. Um, I think that would be, you know, if they're going for a bit for memorable. Well, we're just going to find you an entire Google spelled with an O. Yeah, no, 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 no. Capitalist pigs. Take that. You know they're not. I mean, there's not that much money in the world. Well, there's not that much money in the world outside of Bezos's pockets. It's just, I mean, just no, not the Onion. Unfortunately, it is a real thing. Justin6, what is Drupal? That is a great question. Drupal is a website content management system for building web applications. That's your name. Hi. No, the article is not The Onion. I mean, it's on the Register, it's on Android Authority, it's on Times of India. Statistic. Not 2 trillion. No. 2 trillion billion. Here, look. 2 trillion billion rubles. That many rubles. So yep. That's the thing. Justin. So here's the TLDR. I made the poster before I made the movie. I submitted to talk to DrupalCon North America, which is in March. It hasn't been accepted, but I think that after submitting the talk, I think that it's going to be my talk for next year. That I give at various events that'll have me, and the talk is integrating Drupal with Godot. And the whole thing about it is, can we connect a content management system on the web with a game engine and have data be used by that game engine? And the answer is yes. We tested it out last night. I think that I can. Actually, I'm pretty sure that I could recreate it pretty simply. Actually, let's do it. We'll just reinstall it. And I don't know if that content, well, that UUID should be the same. So while that's doing its thing, gonna save here. Go back here. When this loads up, we'll enable some modules. Come on. You can do this. You can do this. A little bit quicker. I hate Windows sometimes, all the time. If it weren't for a few things that I do on Windows, specifically, like playing my games, having the NVIDIA API stuff, things like that, I'd switch over to Linux on this computer. But there's just too much that I like it for. So by doing that, we've got a fresh website that'll load in 3, 2, 1. Great. Now I can go back here. Pop this up. Yes. Right on, Munglo. Okay, so we can go here, and now that we have this, I can go into JSON API node recipe. It should bring up all that, and all right, looks like we have a different UUID, which is fine. Nope. My Mac is showing. Go back to Godot. Do that. Take away the secure. So Justin, my day job is web development. That's what I do. I get paid very well for it, and I enjoy it. And part of my day job is also DevRel in some aspect. And one of the things that I love doing is sharing knowledge and going to events and sharing knowledge and networking and talking to people. And it really helps me be able to go to these events if I'm speaking at them. And I'm kind of worried that if I do get this talk accepted at the big event at DrupalCon, and I don't have something like at least somewhat fleshed out before getting into it or getting accepted, then I'm just gonna procrastinate way too long and be worrying about it. And you know, if it comes down to it and I fail and something doesn't go right, excuse me, and I can't come up with a product or a demo, then the talk will be about how I failed. But a lot of it has to do with my job. And they're not asking me to do this, but it's something that I really enjoy. So here is crossing fingers, toes, and eyes. Right there. So this content came from the website, using an HTTP call and parsing JSON. So I've seen I've come up with some ideas of ways that this could be beneficial and actually used. And I've always been one to like to use things the wrong way. So Godot is a great game engine, absolutely wonderful game engine. But something that I think a lot of people don't consider is the fact that with this compatibility mode and with the lightweightness of it, or the lightness weight, or with as lightweight as it is, there's not a lot of overhead, and you can make a mobile app, not a game, an app in Godot relatively easily. And having something like a content management system website to house all the data for that app could be really useful. That's even less overhead on your game or on your app. I mean, if you look at something like Unreal, Unity, when you export anything, even the smaller things, they end up being pretty large, right? And that's a genuine question. I don't know, because I've never exported anything from those engines, but just in general, from what they have and what they require to run, they end up being kind of beefy. Which is why I don't think that they are great fits for mobile apps, where the goal isn't to play a game, but maybe more along the lines of do something, find something, interact with something. Whereas, I mean, the entire Godot engine is 150 megabytes at least close to that. And even if that's entirely wrapped up into you don't need to a point. I mean, you don't want to just you don't necessarily want to go to assume that everybody's going to have an extra 4 gigs of space. Okay, and Justin, yeah, I was that's why I wanted to clarify that it was a question. Because I've never done that, but I think that game engines are often overlooked at what they can do and what you can accomplish with it. I know I was just throwing out the number 4 gigs. Just 1 gig, 100 megabytes. I think that and this comes from my web dev background too, is you want is optimized as possible. And I know that in games it isn't quite as, it doesn't matter quite as much, because in a game, you're not competing for SEO, trying to get the rankings on Google, at least in it playing the game. Now, for marketing and on your game's website, things like that, yeah, you're gonna want that to be as optimized as fuck to compete. But the game itself, if it's not perfectly optimized, as long as the end user doesn't notice it, fuck it. And just to be clear, I'm learning game dev. I have my primary game that I'm eventually going to get back to, but I'm also at a point at my job where so my job, our primary focus is security. We're a security company, and what we do is provide security long-term support for deprecated or end-of-life open source software. My job specifically is for Drupal 7, which is end of life at January 5th, 2025. So after that date, no more security updates, no more patches, no more official support from the maintainers. So I spend a lot of my day in older software, and this is a way for me to learn things in the newer versions that I wouldn't really have a chance to learn at my day job, and it also keeps me fresh and up to date on newer trends. All right, so we are going to. I mean, this was simple enough to spin up. Now, where is
Don't mess with my toot toot. I know you have another woman. Don't mess with my toot toot.
Welcome in, BitGamey. Good to see you. How are you doing, my friend? It's been a little while since I've seen you in here. You have this shirt on, but you don't work with me. How do you get it? Folks, follow BitGamey, as Balint calls him, Master Lee. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you and the family are doing all right. Master Mao, welcome in. And no, actually, GDScript is the scripting language for Godot, the game engine. So what we're doing right now is bad things. But Master Mel, welcome in. First time chat. Very, very, very good to see you. So my day job is web dev. My night passion. That makes it sound a lot weirder than it really is. My nighttime hobby, no, that's no better. What I do with myself at night, no. When I stream, I'm learning game dev. And I want to try to combine the two. I want to see if we can use a web server. Right on, Master Mel. What kind of programming do you do? Okay. We need to. I should know this. I should have this like memorized 100%. Rush commands. There we go. Master Mal, awesome. I mean, okay. And if you enjoy it, then that's really all that matters. I mean, my current job, my new job, it's not really so new anymore, but I've been there, coming up on a couple months. But I really enjoy it because it challenges me, and they're pretty supportive of my streaming habits as well. I'm going to reinstall a blank site here. That's going to break this. So what I'm doing now is all this data, this recipe came from a website, and I'm planning or trying to figure out a valid use case for this, rather than saying, hey, look what I can do. What can we actually do with it? So I'm thinking, one use case could be having scores or leaderboards show up on a site. But with Drupal being a content management system, CMS, I think that it would be more beneficial if we could find some way to use the content on Drupal in the game. Now, one of the ideas that I pitched a little bit earlier was to have game updates that come from a central location, rather than having to do a full-on Steam update, or download a whole new version of a game just to get a new character, or a new map, or a new skin, or new animation. Just have it so that when a game starts up, it does like a phone home to the site. Not really phone home, but just does a quick, hey, check for updates. Okay, there's a new pet available, or there's a new something available. Do you want to download it? Do you want to add this in? And then it pulls it, adds in the data, and yeah, Bob's your uncle. Okay. Now, another thing that I was thinking with this, I mean, if you look at my drop game, I mean, not my drop game, but the Pixel Plush drop game here. I mean, this is a browser source. So it's not unreasonable that we could have a game that runs like this as a browser source. Maybe through embedded something, and have not this. I'm not saying that I'm gonna do microtransaction hell, but it could be. There it is.
Yes, the answer is yes, Daddy. Daddy, the answer is yes.
Check it out. Staying up way past his bedtime at a whole 7:39 Central Daylight Time is Captain Coder. Welcome in, Captain. It's good to see you. I saw you were streaming this morning. Well, I guess Captain Krabs is getting a shout out as well. Alphabetical order strikes again. Also, while you're at it, check out Captain Krabs with an amazing Captain Krabs Slimy Adventure. Amazing little platformer. Be sure to wish list it on Steam. Please, please, please load up the right one. Nope. There we go. It's Captain Krabs, not Captain. Yeah, go over to that second one. Forget the first one. In fact, you know what? Goodbye. That second one. Go wishlist it. Also, Captain Krabbies, if you're still here, if you want to share a link to where somebody could, pick up that plushie and that book and all the other things, please go right ahead. Yeah, Captain, I always forget to put in the. Or no, it's just like what I was doing there. I just did Captain instead of the. If I do, yeah, if I do the, and wait 22 seconds, then I can give you the thing. How you doing? How you doing, Captain Coder? It is good to see you. I am so glad that you are back on Twitch, both as a viewer and a streamer. You've been missed. Yeah, I mean, the other one's just some Captain Coder. You are the Captain Coder, right? Ah, hell. There it is. There it is. I hope that, I mean, and we could take this to Discord if not something you want to discuss, but I hope that you got your Master Mount, other way around. Okay. Hope that got resolved. Hopefully you didn't have to pay the exorbitant amount that they were saying. I mean, if you need somebody to come bash some heads, I know a guy who knows some guys who knows some guys who knows a girl who knows some guys. I mean, that's a plus. I mean, it's better than having to use Starlink all the time. Right? So Master Mao, the other thing is, or it's not quite. I didn't think about it that way. Somebody had mentioned, I think it was Faffinaboot yesterday, had mentioned using, and this is gonna break if I try to do it. Kind of a slow burn game where players can have this. It's almost an idle game, but they're somebody in a group does like some controlling, almost like an async or asymmetrical battle type thing, in a way. But I was more thinking using the website as a source of truth for data. Like, I mean, take the game, and honestly, this is probably exactly how Lynch did it, right? I think it's been 2 minutes. All right, Lynch makes games. I'm gonna turn this on really quick. So this game, I need to get a hold of Lynch, because he probably did something very similar to this, but instead he's hooking into the game database API. So probably still pulling in JSON API stuff, pulling in the images, pulling in the little snippet of data. So it seems like it has a lot in common with what I'm kind of attempting to do. But I'm wondering, how we could go up and above it and use. I mean, I guess it's kind of already been done. I can just show off this game. Like, well, instead we're doing it with Drupal. Let me see something. Let me see something here. Let me see something. I'm going to have to obfuscate my screen. Did it? Okay, that's gonna go again. Browse local files here. Holy shit. That's a lot of stuff. Did he build it with C#? It looks like he built it with C#. Okay. So never mind that. Unless no, I was hoping that it would be something completely different. I don't even know if we can get that. Let's look. What's a game that I know? Look, I don't have it installed anymore. M is for Megabat. Yeah, like this. I was hoping that maybe we could open up, because I think that unless something has been, oh yes, welcome back. Unless something's been done to block it, not block it, but whatever. We could probably look at the pack file here and see how it was built. And I was hoping to do the same thing with chat guest games, but at the same time, I'm really glad that I can't. Let's open up a JSON file here. Yeah, it's a C#. Freedom Dow, welcome back. Yeah, this isn't something that we necessarily need to get into. .net. Okay, so let's brainstorm some ideas. Give me those sweets. Give me the lambdas. Give me that flavor, that tasty flavor. So okay. I think the obvious one here, or idea, is trivia. Doing a trivia thing. Console right. Ooh. It would be like a trivia Jeopardy game, and I think that would be fun. We'd almost need website. So a project that I made when I was benched at an old job. And what I mean by benched, is at some agencies, especially larger agencies that have a lot of revenue, they are okay if an employee, if a billable employee doesn't do work for a little while. They prefer that not be the case, but they're okay with it being the case. They are fine with it being, oh, hey, well, we don't have anything, there might be a project coming down the line, learn something, or, do some research, come up with something cool that we can market, whatever, or work on something internal. So I was benched and I wanted to learn some React. So I made a game, a Jeopardy clone that used React on the front end, Drupal as content management for all the clues and trivia and answers and all that. And I made it so that there could be multiple teams that used WebSockets, and teams would buzz in on their phones with a big button on a website that if they wanted to buzz in, multiple people could be on a team. And there was a host screen where the host could see all the scores, could see the answer and read it out. There was a game screen that looks like the Jeopardy game board. And there was a, and then the player screen, which is basically just that big red button, after they joined a team. And it was a lot of fun. And I got paid to make it because it was I was doing it while I was on the bench. Nothing really ever came of that, but I mean, this would kind of be along the same lines. But instead of using React, using an actual game engine that's made for doing stuff like that. Visual novel, no. Pixel art, something. So what I was thinking with this is basically down here. Pixel platformer. Let's just call it what it is down there. So saving sprite sheets in CMS without doing. I just don't want to write a story for this. Odious. I just don't want to. I mean, Telltale doesn't do a bad job, but I never really liked those. I've played some that are weird, not bad, but none of them have been like, oh, this is the best thing I've ever played, or this is something that I definitely want to go back to. I'll play like 5-10 minutes and just be like, yeah. Now that thought had crossed my mind as well. So let's put in a new folder here. Go there. Right, where the hell did you go? Get up in there. Get up in that. Get right in there. So for it, let's just look at Drupal requirements. It needs to have content types that are what's the word I'm looking for? Not valid, that are valid to? No. Why do I forget English? That's impossible. Content types that are related to So what I mean by that, content types that are related to games. So a content type in Drupal is basically a fieldable entity, structured data, right? So if we look, I am un-Englishing here. Yes. Beta launch. There we go. 3, 2, 1, go. So I'll go with the article here. And so each of these are just fields. All right, you've got a body, comments, fuck that. Get rid of the comments. An image and tags and a title. Now, if I were to add an article, title, image, body, tags. Right. Now all that it does, and this is what every content management system does, is I shouldn't say every, But this is what content management systems are supposed to do. It takes your structured data and then renders it on the front in a way that makes sense. I mean, at the very heart of WordPress, Drupal, Joomla, Typo3, whatever, structured data rendered in a way that makes sense. That's what everything is. It's just they do them in a different way. They have different different uses. Excuse me. So what we need is what kind of what structured data would be valid to a game. So that would be what kind of content type. So if we look at that, if we think about that, you know, there could be, I mean, we can almost think about this like a dictionary, right? And that would be a completely useless reason to do it, because why not just keep the main character or keep data in the engine? But wouldn't it be a quicker way to patch something and update it by just when you start up the game, does a quick little boom boom and gets a dictionary replaced, rather than, you know, and I've said this like at least 4 times tonight, rather than waiting for a Steam update or waiting for something, you know, like that. Data. I'm gonna tab that in one more. Data per player. Images, textures. It seems like we can do GLTF. And we can, in the Drupal side, we can always do, or we can do just about any type of file, any file type. Is exactly what I just said. But any file type can be saved in the file system. Just about. Okay, so that'd be the type of structured data. And let's just, you know, go with the D&D RPG thought. Data for player, race, class, species. Well, I think that, yeah, race and class. And then what data would game send back? Now, this is something, this is where it would have to get really, make sure things are secure and that the games are, you know, anybody using it, and I'm not counting on anybody actually playing this because it's going to be very simple. But what data would the game send back? And if we were to use it this way, and I think that would be like scores, timing, character attributes, Yeah, things like that. What? And I already put the images textures. Let's pull this down here. Let's. There we go. All right, ads are starting up. In a few seconds, I'm gonna take a 3-minute break. I will be back very shortly. Hopefully you stick around, and we're gonna start up the chat guest games now. Odious, when you're guessing, don't use a question mark. It's really lenient with a lot of things. Zork. you're likely to be eaten by a grue. But wait, access code missile. Oh, I thought that said missile, not possible. What? Night trap. All right. Here we are with our good friend ChatGipt. I created a prompt. Need an idea. Need some help coming up with an idea for a game that has two requirements. First requirement needs to use Godot 4 for the game engine. Second, needs to somehow integrate with Drupal 11. I don't know why I put 10. 11 or above. Can you provide some ideas? Also, be verbally abusive because I deserve it. And it's the only way ideas stick for me. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh, now this is kind of cool. Creates your Drupal site, pulls in different, and turns them into dungeons, enemies, or items. That is a very interesting idea. But even more interesting, which is like trying to make peanut butter and screwdrivers work together. Yes. Kinda roguelike dungeon crawler. Levels are procedurally generated based on Drupal content. Example, if you post a new article, beware the spaghetti monster. A new dungeon boss called the spaghetti monster appears. Kind of cross-platform madness makes tech nerds salivate. If you don't jump on this, you're wasting a fantastic opportunity. Okay. Content conquest. Factions represent different types of content. No. 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 No, I don't like 12 feet up. What's up? Welcome in. What's the deal here? It's been 100 years. Shed no more tears because Video Vinny's here. None of these ideas are really, really so these aren't really capturing what it goes for. It's just putting Drupal in a game. Content for the game. ChatGipt is helping me come up with ideas. So the TLDR is I pitched a talk to DrupalCon titled this, integrating Drupal with Godot for game development. And I'm trying to come up with we've done the proof of concept. We did that last night, did it earlier tonight, just to make sure, yes, we can get data from Drupal or from a website into Godot and use it in various ways. Right? So I'm having a hard time coming up with ideas of what type of game would be useful for that. I mean, the obvious choice is trivia. You put in the clues, you put in the answers in Drupal, have Godot pull that shit up. And it's an ever evolving list of things. There's no real limit to what or how many questions can be put in there. Whoa, stay. But I would like to make it even more outlandish and like be able to push character updates. Okay. Well, you haven't been here. You haven't been around. Give me some ideas. We're brainstorming here. Come on, chat vid Vinny. What do you mean commenter and thread? Because we're not looking at and before we get too far, are you familiar with Drupal? Because that's a main requirement. Drupal is a content management system, not necessarily just for blogs. Okay. Good, me too. Large portion of ooh. But again, I want the game to be played. No, I don't like these either. I don't like any of these ideas because it's, well, yeah, the leaderboard aspect is definitely something in mind, or that I've had in mind. Node content becomes towns. Okay, feels distinct. Yeah, I'll take any idea that I can get right now because I'm very, very, very interested in um what we could do with this. Nodes in Drupal become in-game artifacts of books. All right, I kind of like that, but it's this one. This time it's taking it way too literally. But that's the thing. I don't want it. I want like the stuff that gets put into Metafo. First time chat coming in here with a link. I'm not going to look at it. I don't know you from anybody. Uh, I mean that in the nicest way, but it's kind of not the best way to introduce yourself. So I don't have thoughts because I didn't open it. I appreciate the follow. So I don't want it. I want the content. I want the content to be meaningful content. I don't want it to just be like, oh, look at the number of characters in the body field of this article.
Do it! Just do it!
Okay. Thank you for the sound alert. I appreciate it. But I don't want the it just to like randomize based on what content says. And you know, those were some of the ideas that we had in what structure data would be valid to a game. We could put in data for characters for the player if we were to go that route. I thought that it would be really cool if we could like push updates to a sprite sheet. And you know, update it that way. And we could even do GLTF files or textures or whatever. We could pull quite a bit of stuff in. I'm also wondering, I mean, it might not be a bad idea to, if we could, if we could, God, what? I mean, yeah, those could be available. I mean, that's just using different taxonomy vocabularies and, you know, putting in attributes and, attributes and assets with it. So yeah, that could work too. Wilger, welcome in. Good to see you. Let's see. Okay, this is okay. These are getting a little bit better. Well, yeah, Vinny, we did put in, or I had the idea of a visual novel, which kind of seems like, yeah, at some level is similar to that. Now we're talking. But yeah, being able to pull the content in that way. Not, I said at some level, I mean, you know, when you see it and it's played and you're getting content or, you know, just text walls, I don't want it to be like that, but having that available, I mean, hell, even with Sooty, we could put the journal entries in Drupal and pull them in, and we could, you know, change it up. What's this? Economy Sim with Drupal. Mataboo1, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a good night or a good time zone, whatever it may be for you. I'm gonna say no. let's try a new one and just see if we get better. No, I don't want to do that. I said that would be an obvious choice, you know, almost as obvious as trivia. Um, but there's no real threads in Drupal. There's no. I mean, I suppose there could be, but there are, but I mean, there's also the comments, but Drupal using Drupal for a forum is, you know, using Elephant Tranquilizer for a mouse. Um, and this isn't something that we have to solve tonight. I mean, we've got the thing working. Wow. This is more. Oh. I kind of like that. Maybe I didn't hear enough. At a high level, I want to All right, let's see. Oh my god, it only has like 2 ideas. I know, I know. Now, I do kind of like this idea. Well, not this idea, but let's say. Okay, let's go back to the site. Whatever the fuck it is. Content types. Let's add a content type. Palatable level. Okay. default, not published, but we have to publish it. Oh, I will not give users permission to create content types. That's just asking for pain. All right, so ooh, I forgot that this was the newer thing. It looks a lot better than it used to. Okay, number integer. Zero, 1. Okay, save that. Do a number. Level width. Um, I mean, this would almost work really well with Toolbox's block shop with the level creation. Well, maybe not. That's got there are possibilities, and almost like creating a there jumps off something which is the height of a post. Interesting. I don't dislike that one. That one's definitely got a lot of possibility. Right. Oh, Pilot Wings, man. That game had some good a good soundtrack. That had a really good soundtrack. Okay. Plain text. No. So what I'm thinking here is top-down dungeon where level values are created in Drupal. Um, and then get pulled into Godot, and a level map is generated based on that. Munglo, yes, that was also something that I was thinking, as part of the non-update updates, where say we have a character, we do as the game starts up, if there is a valid internet connection, checks to see if there are anything new, and then if there's a new sprite sheet available, then downloads it and makes it an addition. Yeah, exactly. There's additional customizations available. I think that would be a lot of fun, and that users would really like that. Let me go back to manage fields here. Okay, these are saved. We're going to do a taxonomy. And add and so we could add in enemies here. And then as part of this, we could have an image. Get rid of the description, but just make up, make up a name, could be the enemy, have some fields with like hit points and shit, and then have a sprite sheet for animations. Actually, I really like that idea. And when, like you said, Munglo. Ooh, would that work though? Actually, it should work if all the things are kept in the CMS. So Vidya, the main way that I want to do this is have content from Drupal be pulled into Godot in some way, shape, or form, and used in the rendering of whatever game. Yes, daily dungeon type thing. Perfect. That's wait, do I not have media? We need media. Wait, okay. I'm not gonna do I don't think I want user generated content for this prototype. And keep in mind that this is only for a talk that hasn't even been accepted anywhere. This is only an experiment to see if it can be done. Vinny, I haven't been accepted the past 3 DrupalCons. The last time I gave a talk was in 2020. And the one I was accepted at after that, I was accepted in France, but I didn't have a job that would support me going to France. Yeah. So Munglo, we have that. We do have that. Because Drupal has a very, very robust built-in API. So as it stands right now, well, there's no content. So forget I said that. We're gonna uninstall. One moment, and let me show you how easy. Wait, did I miss it? Um, 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 um. Crap. Config. Let's see this. Let's. Oh shit. Wrong file. Uh, uh, uh. There we go. There we go. All right. So among the only thing that I do is a very restricted user type from Godot to log into Drupal, and it would only be for pulling data. I don't think I want to do any put or patch. Or post. Not post. Yeah, I don't want to do any post. I want to do only GET requests. Oh, I know, I know. That's one of the reasons I don't want to worry about a leaderboard either. I mean, it's not that it couldn't happen, but I think my main goal, if I'm defining what I want the end result of this to be, to show off, is going to be entering content, whether it be character definition, enemy definition, treasure definition, level definition, all that coming from Drupal, and Godot parsing that and creating the what needs to be created. So dev. All right, let's go back to this. Sure, that's not a thing yet. There we go. Copy that. I have not played that video. I've heard of it. It's just not. I don't have friends. So I haven't really. I don't really play many of those games. So Munglo. So the simple way, I mean, we can write up things to connect with it, and I tried. Oh my god, did I try the Godot GraphQL setup, and it's a plugin that just the add-on doesn't even install as an add-on. But I mean, right now, by putting that URL in there, I mean, this data is coming straight from the site. It's a recipe. Not right. Oh, cool. Yep, and that's kind of what I'm thinking. Is just to have that data in here. So let me. Oh, I think I messed something up. Not that big of a deal. Not something that I can't recover from. Oh, the drop doesn't really matter. I mean, I could do ddev, but it's gonna have site UUID. Yeah. What the hell? The short what? Okay, so config. How the hell are they shortcut links? What the actual fuck? Those shouldn't exist. But okay. Well, we'll get that fixed. We'll figure it out. So Vinny, I've taken a hiatus from that, because there are so many things I don't know, and I'm trying to learn things. But you know, with me pitching this talk recently, I want to get through that. And then I'm going to continue to learn stuff until I feel more comfortable with what I'm trying to do with City. Because I jumped in head first, you know. I was trying to take on a lot there. Well, thank you. I was getting to a point where I was just spinning my wheels a lot, and I didn't feel good about it. So I started doing some of the more basic stuff. And I'm doing other things that are not as difficult as 3D first person mystery scary shit. All right, good. Well, it's content, so yeah, I expect that to be gone. But okay, so we gotten quite a bit done, at least in my opinion. It may not feel like it, but getting a better idea of how things are going to work out. I feel good about that. I feel good about what it was accomplished tonight. Because it's all about learning. So with that being said, coming up on 3 hours, I don't want to run another ad, and it's getting close to my bedtime. So let's see who's streaming. Let's see. There we could go Quellis. You know, we could go Wallaber. Belnier we rated not too long ago. No, let's do Wallaber. Let's make sure that we're not doing Wallaber right as they're getting ready to stop.
Take it easy. I see how it is. I start working on documentation, and you're like, okay. Well.
all right. So we're good there. Tommy, take care. Thank you for hanging out. Vidya, I'm sorry. I don't like it when people don't like each other. I don't like it a lot. So folks on YouTube, I'm saying goodbye for